Good afternoon. This is Carolina Gilcapi from Sade Adventures. I thought it would be easier to just jump on here and explain the trip to you, how it works, all the logistics behind the scenes, and all the options that we have for your family. So let me share my screen and I'll just go right onto the itinerary. You should be able to see the Word document with Sade Adventures itinerary on here. Let me go through it for you. So if we are traveling April 7th, this is the week of Easter. It's a really festive week in South America, especially in Peru, especially in the Cusco region, because they will be celebrating. There's going to be festivities and music in the streets. It's a really special time. There are no special rates or higher rates because we get our pricing across the board for the whole year. So it's not more expensive, but it will be more busy and more crowded. So you might see that some of the hotels we wanted might be sold out, or you will see that they're quite full. So April 7th, you're going to arrive in Lima, Peru. That's the international airport. You're going to look for a Sade Adventures sign at the airport. That's our English speaking guide waiting for you there. He will accompany you to the airport hotel. Lima is about 40 minutes away from the airport. So if we are not staying in Lima, if we're not touring Lima, it is a good idea not to drive all the way into the city and then all the way back the next morning. This is why I chose the airport hotel. It is a really nice, modern, new property. You can rest, you can have a nice breakfast the next morning, and then we'll walk right back to the terminal and take our 50-minute flight to Cusco. So once we're in Cusco, now our trip kind of begins, right? We're going to start touring right away. Cusco is really high in altitude. It's about 11,000 feet. So what I do for everybody, once you land, we pick you up and whisk you right into Sacred Valley. Sacred Valley is 2,000 feet lower, so it's much easier to acclimate, much easier to breathe. And it is a hub for indigenous activity, ruins, Inca sites, beautiful markets and villages to visit. So even though it is a place we're going to rest and acclimate, we're also going to visit quite a lot of places. So on that first day, I always like to take people to Moras and Morai. These are Inca laboratories and salt mines. So it's visually stunning, but it doesn't require a lot of touring and hiking. So you can rest. And then we also do a beautiful lunch, traditional Peruvian lunch in the Sacred Valley before we take you to the hotel. So this is just one of the sites you're going to visit today. And you will have a private guide throughout this trip, regardless if it's 4 people, 7 people. Your party will have your own van, your own driver, and your own guide. All the entry fees, all the permits, all those behind the scenes items will be taken care of for you ahead of time, so that you don't have to worry about it while traveling. There's no lines and things like that. So the hotels I chose for you in the Sacred Valley is the Inca Terra. This is a brand new property, probably no more than 3 years. It opened right before COVID. And I love this property. It's a Peruvian chain. They have about 5 properties altogether, but it's all about visually stunning sites all around the hotel, beautiful Peruvian colors within the rooms. It is great for families. It has a really nice feel. And what we do here is we include dinner for you because they have some of the best chefs in Peru. They happen to be known for their food. So we like to make sure you're handled here for your meals, because when you're in the Sacred Valley, it's a countryside. So it's not like you can walk to a restaurant. So we just included for you at the hotel. April 9th, after breakfast, your guide, who you have already met, will come back, and now we will explore the famous sites of Sacred Valley. So we will visit many things, amongst them Pisac, which is the largest indigenous market, and Ollantaytambo, which is a fortress complex. So you can climb all around the ruins, you can go to the villages, to the markets, you'll see sights of the river, lots and lots to do. We do a nice lunch in a local restaurant here in Sacred Valley, and again, return to your hotel for the night. So now we have been acclimating for 48 hours, dinner again at the hotel. April 10th is when we're going to Machu Picchu. So we're going to pick you up after breakfast, take you to the train station. The train ride is about 2 hours long, and you will arrive in the village of Aguas Calientes, which is the little town at the bottom of the mountain of Machu Picchu. And there, our guide will be there along with a porter. So Lots of things happen here behind the scenes. You don't have to worry about any of this, but your luggage, most of your luggage cannot come to Machu Picchu. So we have a driver settled for you that will take your luggage to Cusco. Now, you, your family, and your day luggage for just a one night in Machu Picchu will be on the train. When you get off the train, the guide takes you to the ruins and the porters take your day packages to the hotel. So there is no checking in, wasting time while all the masses of people that are getting on the train are trying to figure out where to go and how to do it. We whisk you up to the ruins and we go on our private tour. So that is how we do it to make sure it's as smooth as possible. And then you have a tour. It's about 2.5 hours. You have plenty of time to kind of take in all the energy of of Machu Picchu, and you check into your hotel. So the hotel is the Inca Terra El Mapi, great little property right in the middle of the village on the river. Great location, so you can walk everywhere. And we will have dinner in the hotel. There's a space here where there's no lunch included because it's up to your family. Do you want to eat at the restaurant by the ruins if that's when you become hungry? But I feel that after your heavy breakfast in Sacred Valley and snacks on the train, you're probably not going to want to have lunch before the hike. And after the hike, you have plenty of opportunity. You can go up to the restaurant at the ruins, or you have an array of options of little restaurants with your guide. He can help you pick one in the Machu Picchu village. So that's why I don't include the lunch, to make it as easy for your family to decide when to eat. Now, April 11th is really, really special because most people come to Machu Picchu, do a whirlwind tour, and then head back to Cusco. Now, what we do is we always have everybody spend the night. So when you rise in the morning, you can go up to the ruins again for sunrise. And this is only about 500 people are allowed. That's how many permits are available in the morning. And we will take you up. You can hike to Huayna Picchu, which is that famous peak in every mountain, in every picture. Or you can go to the Sun Gate, which is a really easy hike, soft hike. And that is famous because the Inca Trail starts there. So plenty of opportunities to do here. We'll relax, we'll enjoy the Machu Picchu ruins, without being rushed because you have to catch a train. Then we'll have a nice lunch, and then we'll have an afternoon train to Cusco. Now you're fully acclimated. You have seen all Sacred Valley, you have seen Machu Picchu, and now we arrive to Cusco, and we can spend 3 nights there really enjoying it. So Casa Andina Premium Collection in Cusco is a great little hotel. It has a really like Peruvian feeling. So you wake up in the morning, you're in Peru. Great location, great restaurants, great bar. They have all these outdoor, indoor spaces for you to enjoy. So I've stayed here actually with my own family. I've taken my parents for one of my father's birthdays to Peru, and we stayed here as well. So this is where you'll be for 3 nights. So the first night is your arrival. The second day is your Cusco day. So after sleeping in and enjoying breakfast, the guide will come show you all of Cusco, the old town, the Coricancha temple, the cathedral, the market. We'll go to Sacsayhuaman Fortress ruins outside of the city. You'll go to all the viewpoints and peaks. It is a spectacular city, really well done. You'll have a driver for when you don't feel like walking. And of course, you'll spend plenty of time on foot as well. And all your, we included breakfast, but lunch and dinner, because there's so many options in Cusco, we kind of let you decide what you want to do that day. And I have plenty of options for you because I visited so many wonderful restaurants. So if you need reservations or anything, I can help you with that. And then April 13th, we're going to leave Cusco really early in the morning, probably like 4 in the morning, and we'll go to the Rainbow Mountain. So Rainbow Mountain, if you think of social media, Rainbow Mountain, you think of Vinicunca. It's one mountain, lots of colors, and buses and buses and buses of people go there. So I have been there last year, and I also went to Palcoyo, which is the Rainbow Valley, which is the picture that you see here. To me, this was so much more special. No crowds at all, very colorful, a bit of an easier hike. So I suggest we do this, but it's up to you. If you want to go to Vinicunca, it is the same kind of direction, and we can choose which direction you want to go. So we can do the popular Vinicunca, or we can do that less crowded Palcoyo. We arranged all the logistics, the transportation, your breakfast and lunch, and we'll go there earlier to avoid any crowds by any means. And then we also, I want you to know that when we travel in Peru and we know that it's high altitude and it can affect you, we have oxygen tanks in the car along with one in our backpack at all times. So if anyone feels out of breath, we pull it out. We make sure everyone feels good. If there's kids traveling, we make sure the route is funny and, fun for them. And we're climbing and we're going to the stone forest and all kinds of different things for kids to enjoy. This way, if we leave really early in the morning, you're back in Cusco by 3 p.m. You can take a nap, you can go to dinner, you can really enjoy it and not feel like the whole day is, used up for a trip outside of the city. Now, on April 14th, we are leaving Cusco, we are leaving high altitude, and we are switching gears and going to the coast. So we're going to fly to Lima, have a driver waiting for you at the airport, and take you 3 hours south to the Paracas Desert. So the desert is gorgeous. It's right on the ocean. It has rock formations. It has the sand dunes. So I'm going to have you enjoy this hotel in the little village on the water. And then the next day, in order for you to really enjoy where you are, and I don't want to overload this day with activities, but it's really spectacular to see Ballesta Isle. So you can see wildlife, you can see the formations in the sand, unknown where they came from, and then your kids and you can ride a fun dune buggies in the Paracas Park. So it's really a wonderful day, but we're trying not to make it too busy so that you can also enjoy the hotel, go to the pool, kind of rest, because the following day is your flight home. So sleep in, enjoy breakfast, then a 3-hour drive will take you to Lima, and you will continue home. So making sure your flight is in the afternoon or in the evening, that would be best. So I sent this to you previously. I just wanted you to understand how everything works. There's a pricing here for 4 people, and there's a pricing here for 7 people. And of course, I had that special for you, but I thought I would offer you 2 different things this week because it's up to you what you prefer. Would you like the price to be less expensive? We can shave off $500 because we can still honor 2022 rates for 2023 dates. This is where that $500 comes in. Or if you prefer, we can actually upgrade your hotel. So the pricing would be as published here, but I would get you the Palacio del Inca in Cusco, which is a 5-star hotel, massive property. It was like an old monastery that was redone. And in Paracas, we would go to a 5-star Hotel Paracas, which is a stunning pool, a wonderful way to end the trip in your 2 nights there. So let me know what works, what questions you might have. If you want to have any changes, I'm here to help. I have been to Peru multiple times. I've taken my children, my parents. We just love South America. And you see my sunburned face because I just came back from Ecuador 2 days ago on my 7th trip there, because we're always inspecting, always looking for new things. And I'm here to help. I look forward to your thoughts. Happy travels and happy holidays.